This is another hip hop classic.
Oh na na na, oh na na na.
Nemesis Records.
Oh na.
Remix, remix, remix. Explain. Come to me. Dr. J-So. Rock the bucket. I got fresh on the wall. Aye. So from the lead, talk to me.
Everybody pot balling, balling. My pot can ball. To end dollars, dollars, dollars. You gotta fuel it up. Behold, come home. Not a hustle. Papa coming home. You can buy stones.
Everybody pop party, back and forth. To eat that, you got to fat dog. Come on, I don't pop my soul. Coming home, you can buy stones.
Everybody pot body, my pocket ball. The only time my pocket ball when it can't get it all. The struggle keep killing me, I ain't even got jaw. I got to hustle hard to buy my baby rubber jaw. The economic system by poor, Jenna her rat. Poverty was growing high, so I gotta speak the fact. You think I'm talking crap? No, I'm talking rap. Just to survive, that's why my nigga doing old school. Some people say we fool, some people say we go to school. Some people still asking what they doing for the youth. The government breaking, so the youth is still jacking. No entertainment, so we making no money. I'm telling it to y'all, I ain't having no jaw. That's what I stand for. My part can't ball.
School fee got me sent for school. Cause my part not balling. Russia in the city got me kicking some dust. Cause my part not balling. Surely say she be leaving me tonight. Cause my part not balling. Landlord say I should leave tomorrow. Cause my part not balling. Say now what I go do? Say what play I go go? Which kind of hustle I go hustle now? Say now what I go do? Say what I go do? Which kind of hustle I go hustle now?
Everybody pop ballin', but my pocket ball. Now everybody cutting shot, but why I can't call the whole cover hold, that the whole hustle. Send behold, you owe me one bottle. Now everybody for the set, only call for all. I hope in God for you, they want divine congo all in the whole music game. Let me tell you what they think. See they think the common people still don't know how to think they will land. Because they all are common men get common sense. I'm a common sense, made me to be intelligent. I understand all that BB10. Oh, you relevant, I get no content. When I want you as a president, too much BB talk. I'm resolved to negligent and neglected the building country, no development. So embezzlement, sending money to echo band, bidding other country dance, putting our resources where they importing back. We can never see no profit, now we need a profit to come and take us from poverty to prosperity. For people crying every day.
Beatmasters exclusive.
Everybody pot balling, balling. My pot can ball. To end dollars, dollars, dollars. You gotta fuel it up. Behold, come home. Not a hustle. Papa coming home. You can trust.
Eba, coba, eba, follow, eba, loba. Help your children through the struggle, make the hustle better. Red, white, and blue, I'm like a prophet on the cross. I'm bringing them the message, but no one can hear my voice. I've been downplayed, Ella be my talent, never lived it. Every message that I brought to them is I'm business. I'm a power with ball, I support. Baby mama coming here and crying to the horse. I can't stop my hustle, I'm a real true believer. Give on the Caesar, what belong the Caesar. Now for my one for the second, mama like Biro. Don't be said I can't get me, so you feel I garbage. Who know hoping on the Lord that my life be established. Again I try, I think about my past. As a hustler, you gotta be strong in the faith. You gotta double up, sometimes temptation come your way. When my pass out the ball, as a ball, the whole LIB, they gonna know what's up. What's up, they gonna know what's up.
Look, life so hard. It seem a little nigga gotta hustle just to keep on a job. And they say it's only politics, but it's just some politics. They just all about getting the dollar shit. This is for my hood niggas in the G hustling. And for all my single mothers struggling and suffering. No more election, they just do a selection. That's why them niggas always using a deadly weapon. And to all my youth, them better keep your head up. Wake up in the morning, make your bed, get your break up. Even the leadership did some DRRT, but only Charles Taylor in the egg, ICC. Even the leadership did some DRRT, but only Charles Taylor in the egg, ICC.
Everybody pop body, back and ball. The that you got no fat dog. I don't want my soul. I'm coming home, you get back. Everybody pop body, my pocket ball. So I said, Lady E, Seahawks. I said, G.O. Well, y'all will pass them, yo, man. Long, we'll be faithful like George. From the lead, talk to me.
Everybody pot balling, balling. My pot can ball.
Wow, party, rock and roll. That you got the fat dog.
Only time I pock and ball when it cock hit it dog. The struggle keep killing me, I ain't even got dog. I got to hustle hard to buy my baby rubber dog. The economic system by bull, Jenna her rat. Poverty was growing high, so I gotta speak the fact. You think I'm talking crap? No, I'm talking rap. Just to survive, that's why my nigga doing old school. Some people say we fool, some people say we go to school. Some people still asking what they doing for the youth. The government breaking, so the youth is still checking. No entertainment, so we making no money. I'm telling it to y'all, I ain't having no job. That's what I stand for. My body can't ball.
School fee coming sent for school. Cause my part not balling. Corruption in the city got me kicking some dust. Cause my part not balling. Surely say she be leaving me tonight. Cause my part not balling. Landlord say I should leave tomorrow. Cause my part not balling. Say now what I go do? Say what play I go go? Which kind of hustle I go hustle now? Say now what I go do? Say what I go do? Which kind of hustle I go hustle now?
Everybody pop ballin', but my pocket ball. Now everybody cutting shot, but why I can't call the whole cover hold, that the whole hustle. Send behold, you owe me one bottle. Now everybody for the set, only call for all. I hope in God for y'all, they want divine conquer all in the whole music game. Let me tell you what they think. See, they think the common people still don't know how to think they will land. Because they all are common men get common sense. I'm a common sense, made me to be intelligent. I understand all that BB10. Oh, you barely better not get no content. When I want you as a president, too much BB talk, and resort to negligent and neglected the building country, no development. So embezzlement, sending money to Echo Band, bidding other country dance, putting our resources where they importing back. We can never see no profit, now we need a profit to come and take us from poverty to prosperity.
To end all us.
The entertainers, y'all. Let's just see the demon, y'all. Wanna hustle, gain a hustle, y'all.
Town. It's your boy, nigga Blow, baby. LIB Records, Magic Sound. My nigga rolls, holla is blow. I say that. Old fire trunk in our heart to catch. They hopping in the box, it off and stay get fresh. You hold fire, then I hit you scared to touch. Do you bluffing? You better pull first thing first. I say that old fire trunk in our heart to catch. They hopping in the box, it off and stay get fresh. You hold fire, then I hit you scared to touch. Do you bluffing? You better pull first thing first. Old fire trunk, they easy to catch. They hopping in the box, it lock and stay get fresh. You know. You hold fire, then I hit you scared to touch. Everybody suck from on that mother breath. Do you bluff me? They kinda get it easy to breach. How many times I should give you advice? You ain't let it, you better listen to lies. baby, you can find me in the hood. Don't get vexed when you see me eating street food. That's why I'm looking for one woman to be my boo. Left hard, so we gotta break the rules. Picking love in the woman, it get a drugs abuse. What to do? The woman let it picking too. She my own girl, but marry maiden too. As soon as fire catch, I'm ready to be cool. I won't break your heart, I won't trip on you. Don't mind a jungle picking, he won't eat your food. He say he bad women, so he makes breed. Behold, behold, he having Asia. Baby girl, where you going? I say, come back. Yeah, I say that old fire trunk. It I'm hard to catch. It happen in the party. Lock and stay get fresh. You hold fire, then I hit you scared to death. Do you bluffing? You better pull first thing first. I say that old fire trunk. It not hard to catch. It happen in the party. Lock and stay get fresh. You hold fire, then I hit you scared to death. Do you bluffing? You better pull first thing first. Hello, baby girl. I the one. The boy who you met with the Air Force One. The way I let you, I hope you having anyone. Hello, baby girl, I make you sweet and plump. Any man who see you, he want you for he want. See your color, your way shining jet is son. Please give me 1 minute, let me call someone. Hello, 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 hello. That I the one. The boy who you met with the blue jeans on. Who approach you, then you say you having anyone. Last night the food you cooked, it made my stomach to run. The food was not bad, but the beans were not done. Never mind, baby girl, I your baby boy. For your business, I beg you for 1 minute to call. The way I let you, baby girl, I know you in spoil. Last night I saw you walking with my picking paw. Now how you starting? You won't start acting the door. I really let you. Now why I giving you my heart? Natural love, baby, me I say in the fight. I know that corner, I even know your eating spot. The place you can be creeping, jelly, long more rap. Fine girl, you my real palm all. Since I started loving you, the one I suffer for. I love the way you more, the way you shake your love, my boy. I say that old fire trunk, it not hard to catch. It happen in the past, the lock and stay get fresh. You hold fire, then I hit you scared to touch. Do you bluffing? You better pull first thing first. I say that old fire trunk, it not hard to catch. It happen in the past, the lock and stay get fresh. You hold fire, then I hit you scared to touch. Do you bluffing? You better pull first thing first. You hustling, I hustling, then why you making muff? Good girls don't even have to bluff. You know, you are
Person extent of snow. But this issue is serious. In my county, the proliferation of rivers that are water sources for most rural communities just unacceptable. Okay, we have places that don't have roads, but somehow the Chinese are taking over our forests. And as a senator, I know this is going to raise some diplomatic discussion. But I must say here, you go on our, in our forest, you see a lot of Chinese with their Liberian enablers backed by people who work in the same building that Senator Snow and myself work. It's clear. We see them in the building. And then the next group.
And then the government is not really benefiting out of this.
Yeah, I'm coming to that. The next group next to the Chinese that we see now are the Burkina-based mining investors. So they come in where the Chinese are unable to deliver for the affected communities. They will come in and just deliver for the chiefs and the few people, and then they create this confusion and so on. Every day we're talking case. But the most stressful part is that all of these people have licenses issued to them by our Ministry of Mines. So they are legitimate to operate. But for some reason, the interagency coordination between Lands and Mines and the EPA it's not working.
Now, so let me.
You know, and everywhere you go, we see hole. For example, in my county, there's a town called Seoul in Gangulala district, where the Western Nathan came from, where there's no car, but somehow they managed to get the dredges there on motorbikes and so on and so forth. You go and see this mining operation, and people are doing underground mining, similar to what Bay Mountain is doing in a more advanced way. And it's rainy season. The ground is soft. God forbid, you know.
Class B and Class C, but there is not an impact. We are already struggling with the very big companies that are extracting the resources. These other resources, they may not be to the level of what the companies are taking out, but these are resources that could benefit the country. Do you think there needs to be some kind of conversation, some kind of review of everything that is happening with our resources in the country as others are doing, so that no matter who goes where, we are benefiting better than we currently are?
I do. I believe that conversation is long overdue. Our chairman of the mining committee, Senator Simeon Taylor of Grand Cape More County, I know he and I have spoken about looking at our mining law and see if they require additional amendments to strengthen them to do that. But we have so many laws on the books in Liberia. Our problem has always been implementing the laws, and that power rests with the executive branch. I have to mention here that the Minister of Mines, Minister Tingler, is very responsive. We're not happy with what's happening in the sector in our county, but I have to say that he's responsive, plus his deputy Hines, I think deputy for operation or something. Yeah, he's the one responsible for money. They are very responsive. I have communicated with them on many occasions to get updates when there were suspicious mining activities happening, and they will provide me with the right information. In fact, the minister went to my county, and it was after his visit, which was public information, that he went to cabinet and proposed a task force to curtail, to deal with this illicit mining.
I can hear you. I'm sending you text messages, but I can't hear you.
Man, who would make me the hish? I had to see woman drinking liquor the fish. We only love 1 pound, he's sticking on me like leash. Stress on my mind.
yeah. Legend singers.
Go along, yeah. Sweet, sweet kiss, how I live. Now, go along. You take it from Peter to tell Paul, will take it from you tomorrow, mama. Sweet, sweet, living is sweet, oh, whether rich or poor. Why not pray for a long fellow? He can pray for a long life. As long as they live, you know, the better we grow. Fine, power is fine, oh, it can make you heavy. It's just like a brook, you know, it's way to capsize. Sweet, sweet kiss, how I live, oh, not for go alone. You might be can eat it, or a picture can eat it. Kesawali, Kesawali, oh, sweet Kesawali, oh, now for go along. You take it from me.
Well, I hope I'm audible now. I hope you guys are hearing me. Chris is here. Let me bring Chris on. Chris, good evening.
Good evening, Gian. How you doing?
Okay, great. I'm doing wonderful. It's great to have you on here. Thankfully, we've got our resolve now. Mr. Emmanuel Badi, good evening and welcome to the show this evening. How you doing, Chief? Sam.
Yes.
What's up, boss man?
I'm here.
It's great to have you to show you this evening. Let's hear you what's on your mind. 1 minute.
Well, Junior, it's great to be here. It's great to be in the Republic of the great nation, the land of the free, the land that gave hope to no freedom seeker. It's good to be here, and it's good to see a Tapete ambassador who had deserted his own home and live in another way. My begin Chris City, it's great to see you. Emmanuel is kind of training down there. Good to see you, Junior. Well, Junior, it's good to be here. I don't have too much stuff in my mind this evening. But I know we have a lot to unpack this evening as we get into the show, because there are a lot of things happening in this great republic.
Well, a lot is going on. Yesterday, the president sang praises to police IG Gregory Coleman. What say you on that, boss?
Junior, we are watching.
Anyways, let hold you there for now. The North Dakota men are here. So let's see if we can give them their time. Chris, I don't know where your guys are. The other guy is now on camera. Emmanuel, if you're there, can you please position yourself? Let's start the conversation.
Yeah, Gian, as we are waiting, Mario, also remember that Mr. Badi is one of the founding members of Unique North Dakota. So tonight, don't consider him to be a panelist, but you're also a great member of the chapter here in North Dakota.
So let me ask. Are you part of the guests tonight for North Dakota, Mr. Valiant?
I'm not sure. We was in North Dakota chapter tonight. I'm hearing it, but hey, I'm here. Whatever it is, we'll listen and we'll move on.
Okay, great. So, Chris, while we are with your guys, let's hear you what's on your mind. Maybe we can dive into other issues while we are with the folks to join us.
Gian, firstly, I would like to extend my congratulations to one of ours, people who here for the Chilean Parliament, one of our products in Nima, for the well representation during the debate, the national debate That thing is something that we all who here from the Trinidad Parliament can salute her in the process. And I think she did a great job. And I just want to use this offer to say congratulations to her that will continue to speak out, represent the young people, the children, the case, in better get the case interpreted, the case across the NIMA, her voice matter. And I think she did extremely well coming second in the national debate from Liberia. I think it's something that we all who here from the Trinidad Parliament is proud to us that somebody, one of our mentees, that we left behind years ago will come that far. I think it's something we are happy of. And having said that, I know my district is out of the district tournament now in Nimba, but how be a end of the district that wins, we are proud of them because we are sport lover. And also to what happened to Manchester United today, I didn't be aware. Open the season with a 3-0. I think it's something that we all can look out. And I see many men coming to the show with that Jesse. Was somewhat disappointing to the opening of the tournament. But again, we look forward to Chelsea performing here on Monday. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We stay away your guys to join us. I don't know what is going on. But let's welcome Legend to the show. I know Legend is here for a brief time. So Legend, good evening and welcome. How you doing, Chief?
Well, I'm doing relatively okay. In all honesty, I was going to start with Man U, but let me get to the most pertinent issue first. Mama Liberia, and then I will digress to Manchester United, this small performance to start. So, firstly, relative to our country, what is on my mind, it has to be definitely the issue of illicit drugs in the country. Look, I will tell anybody for free, there will always be objective Liberians. There will always be patriotic Liberians. There are those of us who supported this president when, in our own estimation, George Weah was failing for 6 years, and we wanted to see a change, for which we opted for an octogenarian in Joseph Boakai, who have had a lengthy experience in government, and today he is there. So those are all who thought Weah was not doing well and wanted Boakai. When we see things wrong today, we're going to say it, because what was wrong yesterday during Weah's failed administration is still wrong today. And against that backdrop, a lot of people ask me, man, your name is Wisem and you're a huge sports lover. How come you are so opposed to the past regime? I'm like, I'm a patriotic Liberian. I'm not a tribalist. I put country first, and it's always going to be that way. I love sports. I love George Weah. When we were kids, we were the one that ran behind George Weah car, and I became an adult. I went into journalism. I had a luxury of interviewing him, sitting next to him, and all of that. But at the same token, I am a Liberian. So, having said that, the things that we saw wrong yesterday, we do not want a reoccurrence of them today. That's what we're going to say. I see a lot of Liberians today fighting against people who are being outspoken against the illicit drug because they feel that the person is aligned with this government. They don't want you to speak. How are we ever going to make progress in Liberia if we cannot be objective to put country first? And now let me get to Manchester United. I was baffled today because my routine on Saturdays in the summer and when the weather is nice to go and practice. So I was practicing, but my friends were watching the game. I didn't see a lot of part of the game, but when I came home, I watched the entire thing, and it's a poor start, but it's not strange. If you remember our recent showing, we started slowly and we work our way forward. It's just one game. I'm disappointed. I thought we were going to handle those young, the team that is not a competitor on a normal Manchester. We're talking about Ellie Ferguson, Manchester will easily defeat her. But this is a new day, and I hope we'll bounce back and we'll continue to put a strong fight. I'm an objective Manchester United fan. We didn't do well today, and I will say it first.
Now let's go into where you think you guys didn't do well. You see the part where you were not having control of the ball, Hull City. Now let's talk about Hull City here for a bit, right? This is a team that have never been in the Premier League for almost 10 years. This is a team that even finishes the bottom from the championship. And you let this team to beat you. Do you think it was the away favor? What do you think went wrong?
I think everything went wrong today. Here's the thing: if you watch Manchester, like I was saying to another Man U fan today, I said, right now, if you allow our player to rest and you go and bring Chelsea, you bring Man City, they will perform better than they did against Hull today. I don't know what it is, but since Sir, the greatest professional sports coach in any pro sports, Sir Alex Ferguson, since he left the scene, Manchester, we've had this poor start, and I don't know why, but it is. I don't think I like the way we started today. I like to see Cunha up there and Bruno in his territory, in the center of the park, in the midfield there, and we get things going. But I did not like the way we looked today. And for some reason, when I watch the game, I'm saying to myself, Hall is playing at home, but their set piece look great and they keep delivering, and we're not marking properly. Like the first goal, when you see the first goal, everyone went to the first pole, and the whole backside was pretty clear. So when the defender missed the last ball, the guy was just there to tap it. And what goalkeeper Lemon is very good. He did his best. Simon Lemon, he did best to knock it, but then another player was just sometimes just the matter of player being placed at the right place at the right time. And the guy was there. He just buried it. And if you miss your opportunity to defend well, the other team capitalized on it. The same thing with the second goal, another set piece. That was a brilliant hell up by that defender. We consider 2 goals to defensive minded players, and it tells you our set piece. We need to go to the drawing board and work on it. So I think everything went off, everything went poorly today.
And I think I will agree with you on that. Everything went wrong, but from the start of the game, even before the game started, I told other people that this is going to be a difficult game for Manchester United, because if you're playing a team that is just coming to the championship now, like the Premier League, they want to put in their all, especially their first game, and they're playing a game on their own stadium. The fans are expecting a lot for them. They want to deliver and everything, and playing a big team too. So they are coming with that momentum. They are coming with that zeal. But looking at the way City played today, the entire midfield was very out of order. When you go to the defense too, they were out of order. And I will say on this show tonight, Bruno and the rest of the folks, they were the one that made Portugal to had a very terrible World Cup.
You know what? I would tend to agree with you, not in its entirety, because you see in there like Bruno caused Portugal to leave the World Cup. But when I think about it, I'm very critical of Bruno's performance in the past World Cup, because I'm a Man U fan and I'm a Ronaldo fan. First, I don't get it twisted. I'm one sports fan that you talk to that like Ronaldo and Messi equally, and I get a lot of reasons. That's a whole different discussion for a different day, because I feel like if you are to create greatness, you cannot be lopsided. You have to be fair. Ronaldo and Messi are the greatest player of their generation, and in my estimation, Messi trumps Ronaldo slightly. I will maintain objectivity. But back to the topic of Bruno's performance, yeah, I think they did a lot of disservice to Ronaldo in the World Cup, and I think they were playing relatively selfish football. That's why Portugal were kicked up. I think Bruno could have done more. I trust his ability. I know he could do more when you watch the real Bruno Fernandes that played last season and literally won everything, player of the season, higher goal assist to surpass any player that ever played in the Premier League. No one has more assists in Premier League history compared to Bruno Fernandes, what he did last season. So yeah, I think they could have done better. And today's performance, it was dismal. And don't forget, our next game is again another team that Manchester could easily trounce against Ferguson in Ferguson era. We are playing Ipswich Town. We have to go there and handle business. We have to start strong. It's a big club. There's a huge soccer club. To wear Manchester United jersey, it's a huge honor. So they want to go there and start the season, get back on the right footing, and keep the season rolling. We cannot afford to struggle like we've done the last few seasons. Stay in the bottom half and then fight to get all the way to the top. We must pick up the pace early, but it's early. It's just one game. You know, the Premier League, we all know it. It's very lengthy, but we'll see how it unfolds.
And I think that your first 2 games are expecting you to get at least your first 6 points with at least 8 goals in the run up. But as it stands right now, it's going to be a terrible season for you guys. Like I said before on the show, I predicted this.
To that premise, but
I predicted this. I predicted this on the same show. You were here when I told you Manchester United.
I think to get into the real topic and don't forget about this football issues, man. Don't waste our time here.
Yeah, but you're right. You're right, my brother. Let's get to the issue. I think.
So let's.
I don't know what happened yet, but we'll chop it up later.
Okay, great. Thank you so much for being here, Chief. Right. Okay. So Sam, welcome. It's great to have you on the show here this evening. Let's go to some of the real issues here tonight. What's your take on the president yesterday singing praises to police IG Gregory Coleman? I want to take you back a little bit. When people had allegations against Biago, we saw other folks saying all the worst thing about Biago. The president, with immediate effect, suspended Biago and turned him over for further investigation. These are the same allegations around Gregory Coleman. But the president said, no matter what people say, I trust in you and your men. You've not done anything wrong. You will continue to work in the interest of the Liberian people. That's according to the president. My question to you now is, do you think the president is being favorable to Gregory and not favorable to the rest of the people who he has suspended based on mere allegations? Is he taking side in this issue?
So, Jim, let me sound so little bit different on the show tonight. I know.
Before you go on, you are on record for calling for Gregory to step aside on this show. So just know how you having your take here tonight. If not, so we'll play some of your recordings.
You can play it, Junior. Let me say it this way. I know Liberian will go after me tonight, but that is okay. We signed up for this sort of a thing. Remember now, there is a name different here. Gregory Coleman. And you're talking about Biago. Let's track President Joseph Boakai history, where he grew or who he grew up with. They had the words today. So who are the upper hand in our country? Who still have an upper hand in this country? Literally, it's just a little bit too difficult to say. I can say clearly to you, there are certain folks in this country still have an upper hand. They might be in a little in the menu, but it still has an upper hand in this country. And these people, as they surrounded Joseph Boakai, most of them is government. The name Coleman plays an important role in Boakai's administration versus the name Biago from all the way down the line. So I think that because of this, there is high hope in our president's mind that this whole Greg Coleman is not part of this whole thing. But I can sit here and allege that, or I can agree with some of those things that Martin Colley is posting. It's something to consider. It's something to look into. President shouldn't have come out to make those kind of comment. Maybe some people around him telling him, Pape, you know, this country is crazy country. But we just don't listen to these people. They think there's a political. They're trying to bring that guy down. He's doing a good work. But as a president of the country, he needs to listen to all sides. Martin Colley is not a sedition. Martin was named during this rescue mission, Rescue Rambo, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Rescue Rambo today is coming out, posting all these things. What Joseph Barker needs to do is to sit, watch, and read some of these things. Does it make sense? So that we can look into it and see whether these things are making sense to the public. But guess what now? Who's coming in Gregory defend? The political GoFundMe, commander of GoFundMe, Cash Art, and Zelle, Henry Hustler Costa, is coming in defense. So there is a cartel. The cartel is to break it down, Junior, is not an easy thing. This country is difficult. There are certain people in government think that they have it all and they should be protected. So I believe the president has been misled, but I continue to post in defense of Martin Colley. He shouldn't give on a fight. You know, when you're trying to break this kind of cartel down, it's not an easy thing. But I can sit here and say what Colley is posting, it makes sense to me. As criminal justice practitioner, I am of the belief that there is something that is behind Gregory Coleman, and Joseph Barker needs to take a time to look into these things that are coming out. I will still right there, and we will unpack some things later.
Thank you, Chief. Because we promised the guys from North Dakota today, so we will just give them few time and go into the activities. I beg you, please bear with me. And after that, we will come back to discuss national issue, please. Grace, good evening and welcome to the show this evening. How you doing, Chief?
Thank you, Gian. Let me say good evening to one of our great advisors, in person of Mr. Sin Cyrus Badier, and to my dear brother on the show. I say good evening to everyone.
Well, you appear here today in an official capacity. Tell us which capacity are you appearing in and who are you representing? Tell us your role and everything.
For tonight, I'm representing North Dakota because I'm the vice president of the NEMA citizens here in North Dakota, UNICO. So in my capacity tonight, I'm not just here as a panelist, but I'm here as an official of UNICO. You know, maybe as time goes back, the one-man elder council will also take his side to come back home to join me in the process. But I'm representing UNICO North Dakota.
Give us the breakdown of why you are here tonight. Are you hearing me, Chris? This is where I have the problem. Well, if you're just joining us here this evening, you're listening to the Heat Tower program. On the Heat Tower, we see dialogue and not confrontation. We see words and not bullets. In tonight's edition of the show, we're hosting the leadership of UNICO North Dakota for a bit before we go into national issue. Chris, welcome back.
Thank you, Gian.
So give us the reason why you are here tonight.
Thank you. Just unfortunately, the person is not here. He just sent me a text. He may let it join us on the way. But tonight we just come here to inform the general public about our upcoming programs in September. Those activities that we intend to do during the program. So that's why I'm here to speak to And as time goes by, you will see maybe our president and entire leadership will join us in the conversation. But again, I'm here to speak on behalf of Unico North Dakota.
Tell us about the upcoming program. What is it about? What are the activities and everything?
You may be aware this year is our program, our yearly program, and it will start around September from the 11th. We'll have our business the business session. As you be aware, it's been a very long time that our Unico love to have program. We don't have business session, but this year in the Winston, the President Adolfo Zor, that we will have business session in the morning. Will be the 12th. On the 11th is a meet and greet that we'll meet here, and invitees who are coming from other states that come to attend the program will have a meet and greet. It will start from around 7 to 12 midnight. Then on the 12th will be on Saturday. We'll have meeting we'll have business session in the daytime where we'll meet, discuss issues, what we intend to do, present our agenda for next year. We'll have business session. We'll present report on the past activities we've been doing. In General Assembly will endorse that the yearly report. Then we'll present our upcoming action for next year, where we'll discuss that also in the business session, and there'll be recommendation from the General Assembly where the last years are, what we can do, we're going to work around it. Then in the night will be the board, where we inviting other stakeholders. There will do that president, Mr. Mohamed Keita will be a keynote speaker, and also our former president, Rich Nyang Vengon, will be the chief launcher also for the program. As you be aware, we are thinking of undertaking project in Nema. Either could be a school building, either could be maybe a guest house that the team will present to maybe during the business session. This is what we want to do. So there are a lot of activities we're working on, and this year the other program will be a very great one here in North Dakota. We have invited a lot of personalities from other states that will be here at a great occasion. I hope that Mr. Badi will be here at that time because he always our NC to play a role here for the program.
When is the program going to be here? You said in September, but we don't know the main date. Tell us the date and tell us what are the activities that will lead to the program. I was told that you guys will be having a fundraising, so give us everything about it.
Yeah. So the 11th will be on Friday. Will be a rival day. Will be a meet and greet. Then the Saturday will be the 12th, September 12th. Will also be the business session, the ball. So as we said, the intent of this year program that will brought a business session in the day, so we can present our report, our progress report, what we have done over the plans we took over, and our plan action for next year. Everything will be presented in the business session that we'll discuss. In the net will be the board, and the board will follow by fundraising. Because our intent here is not just for fundraising alone, but we want to take a project, number, maybe a school building, maybe a guest house in Nima. There are things the leadership will present, and that will be presented in the business session. Then in the night will be a fundraising. We want to raise maybe we're looking at 30,000 to be raised that particular night. And the 30,000 what could be done? Right? We're looking at Nima. There are people in Nima who need help, who need unique intervention. There's some areas in Nima that need our intervention. Are we prepared to intervene? Yes, we can do, but is it 100%? No. In that case, we want to have a fundraising and see what we can do in Nimba, because as I said before, our former boss, President Rich Nyang Vengon, have paved the road for the citizens in North Dakota. And in that, we want to stand on his shoulder to do more in Nimba. Are you find the travel in North Dakota? Or Mr. Mario will testify to that. We took over 11 cents in the camp. For 11 cents, for the summer 1,000 over the past 3 years. So there are things we are doing, and we will continue to do. And in that, we will not just do in North Dakota, but one person be fair back home in Nimba. So again, President Zor, who took over President Vengon, have initiated a lot of plans that we're going to work on. Either want to take school project in Nimba, or be a guest house in Nimba. Either be interpreter, it could be in secretary, it could be in bank or campus. But they are playing on the way that the person will be presenting that to the General Assembly during the business session.
So are you going to have the induction of new leadership during this event? Because I'm also told that your former president, your former boss, resigned during the Unico national election, and now you have a new leadership. Who are those people that are being inducted? What led to them being elected to as well? Was there any other election and all those stuff?
As you be aware, this one May here at Unico National went to election, and our former president for the chapter was one of the contestants. And per the constitution, Unico National, whenever chapter leaders, the chapter leaders wants to participate in national election, you have to resign your post from your chapter. Based on that, our president for the chapter was able to resign from the position. And after he resigned, the vice president, who was Dr. took over as president to complete his 1 year, few months are left. So again, in September, it's not going to be endorsement ceremony. But what's going to happen is President Vengon will also have a remark to make, the time he served for, and farewell to the Nima people. But President Zor will also have a speech delayed for the time he took over from May to come. What have he achieved? What kind of Mackenzie have put into place? But however, in recent days, just a couple of days ago, Unico North went to the pool. They elect a new board officer that will spearhead over the next 3 years. So the new board officer, they may likely at the discussion be inducted into office, but now during election time, they were also inducted officially. It will be done during the program, the 12 programs in September.
How many people were elected during the pool? Was there an announcement for the entire position, or people maintained their position and you guys just went for those positions that were empty?
What happened with the Essential Clause? After President Vengo resigns, the Essential Clause took the vice president to the presidency. Then the Secretary General went to the vice presidency area. Then the financial person. First will be the treasurer, but the treasurer wasn't willing to go to that position. So the financial secretary took over as Secretary General, because if you do administration, before any vacancy go out there, first they look the internal system. If anybody qualified to hold that position, if that happens, if there's nobody to hold that position, then they'll go out there for it. So the Essential Clause put those people into the very position. That's what happened.
Now, tell us, who are those people you've invited so far? The guests that will be coming from both in Unico and out of Unico too as well.
We are invited the ULA president, the New Alabama Association, the America president, Maurice Keita, to be the keynote speaker. We are also invited the Grand Jury Association in North Dakota. We are invited the Bomi Association. We are invited the Law Association. We are invited Successful Women. We are invited the Maryland, the Global Association. We are invited other organizations, some organizations, there's Sappho people, and a lot of organizations that we are engaged in. Besides that, we are also going out and invited other people, that the son of Nima Council for Senior Gongpa, who once served in the German Parliament, also being here to come for the program. So the committee continues to work, continues to send communication out. So I will speak now, the team is going out now, we speak to you now, continue to do their awareness publicity to invite more people. I can tell you that there are a lot of dignitary personalities that, when you hear that in the Liberian community in America here, they have been invited for the occasion. However, the Unico National first outgoing President Senji and his wife also will be here for the program. Yeah.
What is your message to Unico North Dakota members that will be attending the program that day, and what are your expectations too as well?
What we're looking at is we look at very prospective, right? You look at from the beginning of the chapter, as I said, from the beginning we have President I'm sorry for not from the background. We have President Richard Vengon, who took over here with Jacqueline Seneca. He kept the unity of the chapter together, and we were together until he left the power. So in that case, we always maintain the unity. So my goal here is, our goal this year is the unity that President Vengon left in the chapter. We can stay on that unity to prove. My message to the Nima people here is, let's keep the unity together. 1, 2, let's have a successful convention of programs. And 3, let us not allow cheap politics to divide the chapter. And I believe that Unico North Dakota have proven that over the years, and the unity is all we continue to push. Let's keep you together, no matter the try to find ourselves. Today, I can tell you, Mr. Badi can attest to that. Unico North Dakota is one of the chapters today that all the chapters in Nima are together here, working together, and you cannot chapter analysis in Unico to North Dakota. So again, our message that President Vengon has left, but we'll continue to stand on his shoulder that the unity that we have exhibited over the years, so we can continue with that unity, so our people can enjoy the unity over the year. We continue to do the prove the Unico National that we are here and we are the makeup. Thank you.
My follow-up question to that would be, what inspired this entire fundraising that you are about to do? What inspired it? Yeah. Well, he has gone. We want to say welcome to the show. All of you listening to us here this evening. If you just joined us, you're listening to the HITAL program. On the HITAL, we say dialogue and not confrontation. We say words and not bullet. We try to wrap it up here with Grace, but let's go to some of the major issues. Grace, what inspired Unico North Dakota fundraising, and why do you think it is important at this time? What are some of the needs that you guys want to address to as well? You are muted.
Yeah, Jihad, I said before, right? When the president, our former president of Liberia, there are few areas invaded at the rehab center in Ganta. And you know the life of those people in Ganta, the rehab center. And besides that, there are kids in Nima who want to go to school no help. There are people in Nima who are suffering, the health centers. So looking at where some all came from, they are not buying Unico North Dakota. Yeah, that don't come from somewhere in Nimba. They don't have experience in livelihood. So looking at that, as I said, Mr. Badi is one of the elder council on our team who all on the side to give a piece of advance. So there are a lot of consultation, there are a lot of recommendations that come from our people back, and we think that it is time now. We cannot depend on the government and do all. But it's time that Unico North Dakota we can step in to undertake one or two projects to bring release to our people. So upon the bad draft, when our former president came from Liberia, President William brought this to our attention, and we feel it's time to work on it, and we've been doing it, and now we are ready to take the lead, and we are in touch. I don't want to announce the show that maybe Unico a few days from now, we'll have a very big acre of land in Nima that will start our project, but again, it will be officially announced during about the business session.
Many a time people face challenges. What are the challenges that you are facing currently when it comes to organizing this entire event? And how you call to the members too as well?
The only thing, Junior, I can tell you, as a human, you always have challenges in your life. But again, as organization, as I said, the unity here remains permanent to us, and we are together. And I don't think for the program that there's any other obstacle we have here, because the team are moving together. The team are strong. We are moving as I speak to you now. The entire committee is in high gear for the program. So I don't think we have any obstacle for now. The only thing I probably BKS family that the crowd that will put here today will be more Unico national crowd in Iowa, because our people here are waiting. They are standing back to make history, and that history will raise, the least will raise will be 130,000, because we want to help our people back home, and they are in high gear, in high spirit, and they are here. As you speak to, don't forget the former Unico national queen, she from North Dakota, and those are people also now the national vice chair, both chair, Mr. Gogon from here. So they are instrumental people, and the former president, he's not just want to overlook. He's somebody that makes things happen. So we are together and we are making things so well. I can show you that we will put a prayer when Unico National Day in Iowa, because our people are in high gear for this program, and we are moving gradually. And I'll speak to you in a ticket almost finishing, because the committee informed the committee last year that the ticket are almost finished to finish. We need to put another new ticket. So that shows that how far we are going with cooperation, and things are on course.
Unico has a very long history when it comes to unity among its members. How does this fundraising event coincides with that mission of Unico?
June, that's why our leadership on our former president who brought on board his Senator David Singer in North Dakota. First, when we took over here, what we did here first was to unify the people, and we build that connection. So you cannot succeed in organization we don't have unity when we are divided. So the first thing the president could have done at that time, all he did was to bring us together. That unity he brought together, say existing today. So that's what I said. The unity is very key. As long as the unity exists, we will continue to do more. So in that case, as I said, you look at Unico national, preamble, or you look at Unico national motto, or whatsoever the founding fathers, The idea was to bring Nima people together. That one took away North Dakota. The first thing the former president could have done is, all he did was to bring everybody from the various background. You from the Muslim, you from the Kron, you from the Gio, you from the Gui, you from this, everybody in Nima, the Gio, the Mano. He brought everybody together. In that case, the unity became stronger. In that case now today is where we stay now. I can show you people live in North Dakota. Mr. Badu will tell you how to do that. If you have program in North Dakota, in fact, Unico, then they never make money. We will go on stage, we'll put the craft, we'll put the money, and that's what we're going to do here. And I can assure you that on the 12th, history will be recorded because of people in here get the women to their speak to you. They are on top of the planning committee, they are going from door to door. Our people are responding. In the old people, the old man who they are in the 70s, they are in the 65 around here. They can't wait for that day because even though they've been asking for the ticket almost going out of market. So I can show you the unity that we have in North Dakota. There are no other chapter in Unico National compared to Unico North Dakota. So again, our people are together, and the unity is what making us here to have a successful program. In Unico for the past 3 or 4 years, Unico North Dakota have never had a program that failed here. All our program is successful. We are full crowd. There are people, the whole have been people left over. So again, we're going to do the same thing because our people here understands what it means like unity. Our people here understands togetherness. Our people understands where they came from in Nima. Our people understand that that child in BMW that needs help. That our people understand that big belly better care need medication. Our people understand that that child going to school in Sunny Code needs to have scholarship. Our people understands that the role in Nima, there are people sort of come into the picture. That what Unico North Dakota today, we are kind of become a representation of that people from Nima. So we are here after the fundraising to see if we are on a school project or clinic project or hotel in Nima. We're going to do that because we want to bring release to our people and we'll continue. This is our first and our second. You're going to North Dakota have been doing it and we're going to repeat the same history again,
Thank you so much for being here this evening. I know we had to just do something before you go, but here's my last question to you before you give us a parting comment on the show here this evening. Somebody listening to you who is not in North Dakota but wants to attend the program, how can they attend? What are the fare for the ticket and everything?
Okay, so what we do is this year is a different way of planning because if you are son of Nima, as you long so long you live in the corridor of North Dakota, your ticket price is different. But if you are guest, you are studio from out of Nima, your ticket price is different. So we're looking at maybe you can for people who are living in North Dakota who are not member of Unico, you will pay $25 or $30. But you are a member of Unico, officially that Mr. Biden now who is one of the advisors to us. If he enter America today, you will pay $100 because he is an official or a member of Unico, and the executive that elected official will pay $125. So the ticket prices are very because it depends which category you find yourself. But if you are a visitor, you will be paying $25 for the program.
What package comes with the ticket money?
Number one, when you enter the building, you will have access of Nima traditional food. That talking about our national GB, the food, the rest of the thing. It's a free of charge in the hall. If you enter again, if you are a special guest, you will have maybe a one bottle depending which side you are, which ticket you bought. And beside you enter the hall, you will have access to have a video or a photo shoot with the team, with the leadership after the program. If you enter the hall, you also have access. Mind you, the liquor in the hall is enough for us, for the whole owner, but you enter there'll be a price different for the liquor. It's about $10, we buy $5. So there are a lot of very things that come with the ticket, depending which you buy. Yeah.
Finally, what can we get from you, Chris?
So thank you. My partner statement, I know my person is not here to now, the team is not here to speak. It might have been the rest of the team that out now. Just to tell right on my phone that they are meeting with the mayor. But my team now, my partner statement now to our people in Nima, come out and make history. Come out and prove that Unico, we in North Dakota. Come out and tell the public the Nima community North Dakota are the highest number of Liberian community here. Come out. Just sing the single to the people of Nima living in America that Unico North Dakota is ready to honor Frederick Bahun. Come out with your $5. Come out with your $10. That you come in with your woman, let your purse be light. If you're a man, let your pocket be pumped. Come out with everything you have so we can make this happen because our people back here, they are looking up to her. Our people in our village, that old man, that pregnant woman, that old lady, they need better health care. We can do it, the government cannot do all. We can do it. If you can spend for $50 for hair, and $50 can pay somebody's school fee in interior. If you can do $75 to filmmaker, that's $75 you can pay someone school fee in Nima. Come out that day, look in your purse, look in everything, your pocket, your wallet. Come out that day so you can make this successful. Food is not issue for us. When it comes to Nima country program, you will not go with hunger. You want to enter stomach. You can eat, you will carry to go home. Food is not matter. Come out, everything will be prepared in the hall. The only requirement and do anything I want for you, you want for you is good behavior, good character, because the people at Nima, we are peaceful people. We see you on a particular day, September 12th. I wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you so much for being here tonight. We'll go for this break. We'll be right back to discuss national issues. Stay with us.
From your bed. Wake up, hey, wherever you at. Wake up. Time is passing by. What are you doing? Hey, time, wait for no man. You gotta get on your feet. It's a wake up call. Wake up, it's a wake up call. It's a wake up call. In the ghetto.
It's a wake-up call to Liberians. One may say we are at the crossroad right now. The fight against drugs, we should be unanimous. Let's not be divided. I want to say welcome to the show this evening, Mr. Kelvin Lama. Kelvin is following us here too as well. Mohammed NZ Dole. And welcome to the show, big brother. How you doing this evening? Our series watching from the bar, Mr. Avan Seka. Soon I want to say welcome. Kweku Isman, Kweku, welcome to the show. A Curtis Bantu Miam is watching us here too as well from Ray Hill Community in Monterado County. Hey, let's say what's up to you and welcome to the show here this evening. See how it is, Zoget too. How you doing? My friend and brother James Goa is watching us here too as well. Don Sarah is also following the show. Aloysius Alexander Tente Jr. is watching us as always from Canada. Aloysius is our super fan on this show. He's our number one listener. I'm gonna give him listener award. At the end of the year, Aloysius is gonna be the listener of the year. Aloysius, I want to say welcome to the show. It's great to have you on here too, big brother. Hey, what's up to you, Charles Beslow? Charles is watching us this evening from the Thinkoff Village area in Monrovia, Liberia. Charles, welcome. It's great to have you on the show here too as well. Let's wake up, everybody. So fresh with this beautiful masterpiece. It's been nearly 12 years now. I still love the music. I love the lyrics. I love the message it is sending out there to us well. Well, guys, welcome back to the show. We've got rid of Chris Silly, the guest. Now we have CDC Tabata Ambassador. Now let's go to some of the major issue here. I know Sam has had a take on the president praises to IG Gregory Coleman, but let's hear you, Chris. What say you about what the president said last night? You think he's being selective or not?
Thank you, Gian. As I said, in my comment on one of the person, somebody posts for Unipad Morali. I'm very critical because if the commander in charge coming up at this crucial stage where the public advocator dragging somebody who they think has linked with the process to start to praise that individual, I say trouble coming. Because then what people say for his son is will be possible. It will be possible. Again, that's Liberia. I'm so disappointed in the president what he did last night. I don't think it was the rightful channel. I don't think it was the rightful place. I don't think it was the rightful time. The time was wrong. And we're trying to condemn that in higher esteem. But again, that's Liberia. Yeah.
Now, to our second discussion here tonight, this is important. We most likely end up with the drug issue. But Sam, I want to hear you on this issue. Liberia have started to receive deportees from the U.S. These people are different nationalities. Some of them are Mexican, allegedly Mexican. Some of them are from different other countries and all of those things. But here is the major issue. Citizens were told a day prior to those people arriving. What say you on the 1,200 deportees that will be in Liberia in a period of 12 months? What Liberia stands to benefit? Are we being on a good side of Washington, or are we trying to be on a good side of Washington? What say you on this?
So, Junior, let me start by saying it's pathetic. This country does not have a vision. We are not an independent country. We are dependent. We do not make our own decisions. You can see here the term that I use most of the time to describe the mentality of our people, the behaviors of our people in this country is we, Liberia, as a country, we are still living in what I term is a mental slavery. Liberia is still living in the mental slavery. The actual slave has gone, but mentally, Liberians, even the Liberians here, our minds are still in this, the West. It's difficult to decolonize the minds of the Liberian people when it comes to the country called America. Many Liberians believe that without America, Liberia will never exist. There's no better life. If you don't travel to America, your life would never be better. Every young, out of 100 youth you talk to in this country, maybe one, if you're lucky, you'll find one that will say, I do not want to go to America. Maybe let me just say out of 1,000, you might find one from the month or from within. So not think about going to America because they want to travel there. And sometimes they ask me a question, but you've been there. Yes, I've been there. I didn't go there willingly. That was years ago when the war was in this country and we were taken to that land. But Junior, this is where we find ourselves in this place. This place is not a country that we think is the country of independence. It's not. It's a dependent country. Everything in this country is about America. America made decision in Liberia. If you see when something happened here, mostly they will say the American embassy, the youth, the young folks, the old folks, you name it, they will group themselves to go to the American embassy. But again, when you are not living in America, you will never know the details of America. You will never know what the country stands, the country America relation with Liberia. Do America really recognize Liberia as an independent nation? No. Let us not fool ourselves continuously. I have lived.
So you think we are being used by the U.S.? Is that what you're trying to say, Mr. Sam?
Use is an understatement. That is a complete understatement, Junior. Listen, the example I have shown to Liberian people most of the time, I live in America, I live it all. I've seen it. I live in America. I didn't live just in a Liberian community. Because listen now, I will answer the question directly, but let me give you some scenarios. So, Junior, there are Liberians who have traveled to America, who are not live in America. What do I mean? They live in the Liberian community. It's like you leave Liberia, you enter America, you live within the Liberian community. You don't even work with white people. You don't even get to understand how they operate. But not me. When I went to America, I link with the white people. I live within them. I move with them. I study them. Now I know them. But most Liberians who have left Liberia, they live within Liberian community. They even live in America. They don't even know these people. So sometimes the question is, how can these people live in America? They talk the way they talk. Yes, because there are two parts in America. If you left Liberia, you went to America, you don't live within a white environment. You don't even mingle with those people. And you just land in the Liberian community where Liberians are dominant. In numbers, you do everything with Liberian people. You will never learn America. That's the reality. Let people on the show prove me wrong. So that's the society we have. You know, if you learn America, you will have a different opinion when it comes to America. So what is the essence of bringing folks who are not Liberian? Junior, I will say yes to this. If Africans were deported to Liberia, I would say yes, we are a country of free, country of the free. We are free people. We can accept African to have opportunity. This is Africa. This is our land. If they deport African to Liberia, it's not by mistake. They are coming to their own home. But you deported Colombian, you name it, from Southern America to come to Liberia to do what? What are they coming for?
To seek refuge.
Refuge where? In the loose society where we don't even have the crime rate is here increasing. We don't have a job. Liberians, the youth here are dying from drug cartels. In the hands of the drug cartels, we don't have a job here. People just passing by each other, living, looking for daily bread to eat. Some people living on less than $1, not even $1, less than nothing a day. And you go.
So I was also told that I read a news today from the New York Times that the government of Liberia received approximately, or they were promised, $5 million for these people returning
but
to Liberia.
Listen. This is why I said this country does not have a vision. What is $5 million that Liberia had never heard before? Liberia have gotten more than $5 million. What do we do with those money? What are those?
When they say the government is doing this for diplomatic relations, we want to be on the good side of the U.S.
Great, Junior. There where I'm going with. Where I'm going with. So this is the thing. Remember, when the crazy Donald Trump says, "Oh, if you don't take
who? You say who?
Crazy guy." When the crazy guy said, "If you don't take deportee, we will restrict your visa." Okay. We will not recognize your country. We will not give you help. But some country made an argument to Donald Trump and say, "Hey, listen, we cannot take deportees who are not African. If it let you to do what you want to do, but listen, sir, we can take African because African belong to Africa, not Colombian, Southern America belong to Southern America or to Northern America." So $5 million, it sounds like a lot of money, but Junior, is nothing. It's peanuts. If this country was raising the money and keeping it for the generation, for the benefit of this country, Junior, we have more than $5 million in this country. We have more than billions in this country. As I drive around, Junior, the money in this country, but the money and those monies are not utilized for the benefit and the interest of this country. That's why we're looking for peanuts. So, Junior, where do I stand when it comes to telling the Liberian to take, Liberia to take deportees from another country far than Africa? So my answer is Our minds need to be decolonized. We need to live out of what we call mental slavery for to realize our potential. It's sad for us to take different nationality to be deported to our country to say we want to get in refuge. And then the crazy example that were given by the foreign minister, or this guy, what the minister that spoke, I don't even know the anyway. Nelson Mandela then came here to seek refuge. Nelson Mandela from where, you motherfucker? I'm sorry to say this. Nelson Mandela came from where?
So let's try to be a little bit moderate, Chief.
I'm sorry. My bad. Nelson Mandela came from where? From South Africa. So they say Nelson Mandela to refuge, the other people to refuge.
So what's your fear? Sam, what's your fear before we go to Legend?
What's my what?
What's your fear as Liberia have begun to receive deportees?
Number one, we don't even know what type of crime these folks committed in America.
So for clarity, the US said these people are not criminals. They are not just willing to host them. And according to these people, they cannot go back to their home country because they are at risk in their own home country. So they are sending them to a third world country. A single third world country. So according to them, Liberia is safe.
There is no war in Colombia. Why can't I send them there? There's no war there. So you took a man from Colombia and you send them to a third world country like Liberia, loose society like Liberia, where we're struggling with law and order. Things are just better in this country to do what here.
And we can respect white people, so?
Hey, man, forget it. Can they come in? My brother, I stop here.
Thank you so much. Legend, what's your take on this? Give us historical guidelines. Give us your perspective. What do we stand to benefit? What do we stand to lose as a country? How many countries have been involved into this thing, and how are they handling it? We're seeing xenophobic attack against Africans in South Africa. According to information, the wealth of South Africa is in the hands of the minority white people. Do you fear that this deportation might start with 1,200, go up to 5,000, goes up to 10,000, and follow continue? These people are coming, they will reproduce, taking you back in history. Somebody told me yesterday, I think it was on this show, somebody said an example, we have few American Liberians who came, they took the land from the indigenous, they turned them into a bag, but sorry to say, these people became president from the Commonwealth era all the way to the Democratic era from 1847 until 1980. And since then, Liberia has never been the same again. Do you fear these things reoccurring? Let's hear you, Chief.
Well, frankly, Junior, let's start by providing some education here. You're right. The people are coming, they are definitely non-citizens of Liberia, but equally we must make clear that these people are not all criminals. And some people, for political reasons, like some of them are asylees. Some people come from other countries that were seeking asylum in the US and they were denied. And the fear here is if they go to their own home country, the government could come against them. So for those reasons, they prefer to go to a third country versus going back to their country of origin or their birth country. So while it's true that, the uptake looked pretty bad, accepting people from other countries, but we all know nothing for nothing in this world. We tend to gain some monetary aspect from the US government, but that's not the bigger picture. We all know the history of Liberia and US over the years. Everything pretty much was patterned after America. You see our passport look like America. You see our flag look like America. Our cities are named after our biggest hospital longest.
Before you continue, let me ask you this question, and you can add it up. I'm really sorry for cutting you off.
No, you're fine.
Yeah, do you think Liberia would have used this opportunity to get much better team from the US?
I can't say much better because we don't know all. There are some things like perks. When you see these kind of transactions, there will be things that will be will be kept under the table. They will not disclose all the benefits. They may tell you, hypothetically, look, Liberia will giving you $10 million for this thing. And what you say about the 5 million, I read something about that. It says 5 million, but the perks that come with those kind of transactions, it could be like, look, you get this incentives other than this amount, but it's gonna be off the record. We're not going to state those things, but our ties with America, you can see why it is almost impossible. If anybody who is opposed to this government and say, oh, this government is accepting this, we gotta try to be as objective as possible. If the government is accepting these people, I can almost challenge you. If it were your government in the past, or if it was your government in the future, almost more than likely you will still do the same if America called on you, considering our history where America has said, hey, for instance, Madam Ellen Johnson said, hey, President George, we want you to take these people and we will do X, Y, Z for your country. More than likely, anybody in the right mind knows that president will oblige, because this is our superpower. This is our country that we pattern everything after. So it's a tough place, realistically speaking. Like, considering Liberia is not the only one who accepted these people. I'm sure Mali did, Niger did, and some other countries did, and there are a couple of countries that refused them. I think Nigeria refused, and Burkina Faso, I think, because Burkina Faso, where they are right now with their own kind of leader. And another thing I want to add here, Junior, there is no country, the word is no, there is no African country that exists squarely, independently of the Western world that would say they have no ties economically and stuff like that with the power that be the Western world, whether Europe or the great United States of America. We have to have some level. There have been countries like the very Burkina Faso, and them, they have militarily, and to some extent they've taken their loyalty. They've taken everything from the Western world. But in terms of dependence, there is no African country that is totally dependent of the Western world, because if you need something, if you do not have in your country, you have to look to the Western world where it is. So no African country is totally, void of Western influence. So let's get that out of the way. But to some extent, other countries have made strides. They feel independent. They can go militarily. They don't have to consult the Western world, and they don't need direct aid from the Western world. But it's a tough place to be. And that question you asked about us receiving 1,200 people today, whether the number could rise from that, there's likelihood. But we just hope for the better. Like I said, not all these people that are coming from the US, from these different countries, are bad influences. Some people, for political reason, they cannot go back to their country. Some people, they were here and their documentation is not, it's not straight. So America want to raid the country. And the administration, my brother used a harsh word on the current leader of America. I'm not a fan of his, and I could never be a fan of his. I don't know how some Africans were a fan of his and they voted him, and today they see the harsh reality was unfolding in so many U.S. states like Minnesota, the way he's very stern on immigration. Sometimes I ask myself, this guy is married to a foreign-born person, and he acts as if he's married. And in this country, Junior, look, I pray someday I pray everybody in Liberia gets an opportunity to come to America. Because when you travel in America, there's not a single place you go, you will not see diversity. America is so diverse. Like, anywhere you go, you can find somebody from Asia, like here, somebody from South America here, somebody from Africa. And the country is extremely diverse. Everywhere I've been in the country, Junior, I've been here a considerable amount of years, about 18 years, and I've traveled extensively in America and other America. I've traveled to so many African countries. I've traveled to so many states, and America is very diverse. So when I see the current President Trump and his level of intolerance for African, look, I mean, let me retire here, Junior. If you take the workforce of migrants, immigrants in this country, if you take the workforce, the amount of immigrants that in America, America will collapse today. I'm not stuttering. I'm telling you, when you take the workforce of people who are immigrant born from America today, America will collapse this second. The workforce of immigrant is unbelievable. Anywhere you go, whether a hospital, you go to a law firm, you go to court, you go to the police station, immigrants are everywhere in America. So I'll just leave it at that, my brother.
So I will ask a follow-up question. You can respond to that, and we'll go to Sam to also respond to that. With the way Africans are behaving, do you think we still live in the colonial era? Now, why do I ask this question? The Minister of Information gave the information to us Liberians like today. The following day, 1 or 2 days, we saw the first batch of deportees arriving in Liberia. Nobody knows. And bear in mind, these people are not going to live with the Minister of Information. They are not going to live with the president. They are going to live with people in the community. With people. How prepared is Liberia? How prepared is the minds of Liberians to receive these people? Were there any public dialogue for citizens to give their opinion so that we can know what's going on? Now, just to get something right here, everybody needs somewhere. Everybody needs refuge. For so many reasons, people need refuge. Political, it might not be war, but for political reason, for XYZ reason, people need refuge. But how stable is our economy to accept these people? 99.9% of people who are seeking refuge is for better life. Another information that I got, I don't know whether it's true or not, that 5 of those 20 people, they said no, they are not staying in Liberia. They are leaving. I don't know whether that information is correct, but 5 out of 20, they said they are leaving. They don't want to stay in that place. Even our LRRC is still finding it difficult to repatriate Liberians who flee the war, some of them that are still in Ghana, Ivory Coast, and Guinea. You saw the situation in 2024 when Ghana had to go and tear down the entire camp before Liberians started to repatriate to their own country. Why not clean it down in your own eyes first before going outside? Is it 5 million we've not seen Legend? What is behind this deal? Because here is another thing that all of us not looking at, right? We need transparency. What is behind this deal? Many a times when people seek refuge to a new country, they are feeding, they even need money. They need money for them to take care of themselves because they will not be working. We got different and diverse law. Our labor law is one of the selfish law. These people will not automatically have permit to work. Who is going to be doing these things for them? Where will they be staying? Liberia is not even capable of building housing unit for her own citizen. One more of people who are coming to stay. Don't get me wrong here. I'm not saying we should not accept people in our country. But how are we accepting these people? Correct. America used the advantage of refugee to build their country. Is Liberia going to do the same? Somebody told me one of the best construction workers you can ever see are those folks from South America, where Mexico and other places. Yeah, South American countries. They are the best. They build. Can we use this as an opportunity to build Liberia? But before we do that, let's know what is in the deal. So, is it only 5 million? Or are we still being kept as puppet to the US? We've never erased the history of Liberia and Germany. Who is Liberia to declare war on Germany? That history is still there. We've never erased that one. And let me tell you something. Burkina Faso, they say no. This is not in the best interest of our country. We can't accept it. Uganda said we will. But here is what we do. Give us some kind of discount. We need tariff-free on certain goods, or limit the tariff on some of the goods that will be coming from Uganda to the US. Let's do it that way. Not only the money we want. I go back to the question, are we free from colonization, or we still live in the era of colonization? Saros, while we are with Legend, let's hear you on this issue. Or Legend, if you are available, you can
I
in.
am. What I was going to say is, don't forget, almost everywhere in Africa were colonized by Western power, and when you see country like Burkina Faso, obviously that's why they speak French, because those are France colony Burkina Faso. So you can see there's not that much ties with country like that. I'm bringing it to in comparison to our country Liberia. America typically does not give cash out to countries like that, but through the USAID, America give on average over 100 million to Liberia every year. So your concern is legitimate, considering we are dealing with, I don't like to say Zogo, we are dealing with disadvantaged youth or the country. But like I said, there are going to be perks. I'm pretty sure there are going to be perks that the government will receive. I know they're not going to just give 5 million. To be realistic, it's not an amount that you look at and say, oh yes, I think there has to be more to that. But like I said, everything may not be placed on the table for the lay and the commoners to see. Everyone who are downtrodden will not see all things America put on the table. But it is my ardent hope that there are perks in this deal that bring these foreigners to Liberia. And again, I maintain our history with the great United States of America, we're in from day one. Our everything directly patterned after America is almost impossible, regardless who's the president, whether former president Ellen Johnson, Sirleaf, Emma Claudia Sawyer, George Manning, the greatest African soccer player ever, and this president, I can almost not see any of them refuting or denying America's wish to bring a non-citizens deportee to Liberia. But we'll watch and see how it unfolds, and we hope our government just be strategic about it. At this point, that all we can ask for our government to be strategic about how they handle this deal, so that we tend to benefit more and try to put us in a place that America knows that, look, this is our junior brother, this is our country, this is the people who look up to us directly more than any other part of the world, and they need to be taken care of. It's just like human being. A lot of children can be, in your class, but your own is your own. You some kind of favoritism will come into play, where is inadvertent. You don't let people see it, but you have some kind of soft spot for your own. So we are America's own. I hope our government and people in our government in a higher, in hierarchy of government are listening, and they know to push our case so that we can benefit from this deal, because this is a Herculean tax that we are taking on, to take people, to bring somebody in your house that you do not know, but considering the circumstance, it's like, you have to do something to benefit. If your own brother come to you and say, Jim, I can vouch for this guy, man, Sarity, he's a good guy, I trust me, he come, he will be humble, I can vouch for him. You at least you have some kind of, something like a cushion to say, yeah.
If there is something tangible within this deal that the government is not telling the Liberian people, do you think they are being? Do you think they are being very selfish to their citizens? Do you think so?
I won't say selfish. Let me put it like this. I won't say selfish, and here's why. First thing, the government did its part to let us know that the U.S. government will be bringing non-citizens into the country. That's fair enough. That's what it ought to do. But if America tells them, hey, there are things that we're going to offer you all, maybe between two countries, we want to keep it. I said, but we at least let the country to know, let your citizenry to know that we are bringing people in. But there are things that we'll offer you all. They will be off the table, but the most important things, they are out there. But it will not be anything to your disadvantage. You have to oblige. You're not going to, put a resistance. You're not going to argue. I have my team. If it was a president, they want the predecessor of this president, George Weah, if it were Ellen, if it were Claudette Sawyer, if it were whomever, they were obliged and will be in the same position today. I'm waiting to see any Liberian who will say, if it were former president Weah or former president Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, they were done contrary, they were refused.
Thank you. Let me make this point. You can agree with me or disagree with me. We're having a very friendly conversation here tonight. And I want to look in the faces of those who are watching us. Liberia over the years have never benefited from the relationship with the US. And we're following the same path today. 100 million, 200 million have never been a help to us. How can we say we are the darling boys of the US, but we got Firestone Tire and Rubber Company that came in Liberia when Liberia was still a virgin, let me say so, almost 100 years ago. We are yet to see a single tire produced by Firestone in Liberia. Those deals, this is how it started. By the government going to tell the citizens, say, these people are coming. Let's open up to them. Without telling its citizens what is within the document that they are signing. Firestone does not have an obligation in Liberia to build infrastructure, to produce tires. No. But these people are also coming as asylum seekers with zero obligation. You know what our law says? A non-Negro descent can never own properties within Liberia. That's why you see the Lebanese men today, they get a little spot, they decide to sleep in their store and do everything there. They are not investing in the country. And we're bringing these people back. Our law is savage. The government is not telling us what is within the deal. We sell concessional agreements with other people. Go to Yekepa today, legend. I'm pretty sure maybe you've not been to Nima, but you heard of Lamco. You heard of Lamco. Oh, go to Bomb Mines. What do we see there today? All the pit and everything. Can we boast of Firestone today being in Liberia? No. This is how we signed the Bukos agreement with these people. All the Bukos agreement, this is how we signed with them. So should we sit there and say, yeah, there is a relationship, no president will say this? Go back to the same question. Are we still living in the colonial era where everything about us came from the US? Joseph Jenkins Robert, James S. Payne, the rest of the folks, where you have Tolbert, his son serving as representative and also serving on major committees. Only the elite. The president is not going to suffer this. His children are not going to suffer this. If anything is happening in a community where children will be raped, women will be abused, the president's family will not suffer this. It is the native Liberians that will suffer this thing. It is the native Liberians. We brought these people in the country, not even a check. We don't even know whether they're healthy or not. We don't even know whether they're okay. And we come to sit as Liberians, nobody talking about it. Nobody. Before we talk about this thing, let's go to our concession agreements. Let's know, say, when concession agreements are about to be signed in Liberia, it is only the few elites that will sign it. After that, the ordinary citizens suffer. You know how much is coming from NIMA annually, from IRO, and you know how much those companies are giving back to NEMA, Legend, you will feel sorrowful. You are there, you know what is happening. And I think it's about time we pass that stage. It's about time we make some harsh decision for ourselves. I know America is so powerful. The reason why America is so powerful is we believe that we cannot live without them. But I will stop here for now. Sam, you can chip in on this. We got less than 15 minutes to go.
So thank you. I listened to my younger brother here. I know he says something. Yes, Legend, let me say this to you. The folks, they were not willing. They didn't choose Liberia to come. They chose America to go to America. But then Donald Trump said, no, you can't live in my country. I will force you, you go, I will send you to any country I choose for you. The people, they didn't choose Liberia. They know what they call Liberia. Some of these people even know what they call Liberia. Why would they choose Liberia to come here? They don't know Liberia. If you go to Mexico, Colombia, Venezuela, most of those countries on that side, they don't even know a country called Liberia. So why would they even want to come on this side? So again, Junior asked a good question. Are we still in the colonial era? Junior, we are still there. What it is now, it's a modern one. So we are in a modern colonial period. We are in a modern day slavery. And what Liberia has not learned yet is the pseudo independence that we boast about every year. Junior, this country, according to whatever we are read, the pseudo independence is 179 years old. And we say we are independent. What do we produce here? What do we do here? Nothing. We depend so much on America. Junior, come down and talk to one out of that, again, out of 1,000 young and old Liberians. They would never even say, I want to travel to Europe, I want to travel to, everything is about America. Is life all better or in America? I guess not. It's not for everyone. You know how many Liberians, Legend lives there now. You know how many Liberians dashing in the street that didn't even have a job to do? You know how many of them don't even have a place to sleep? Buck of them out there. So, and what I always tell people here sometimes is, Junior, if you get a good job in Liberia and you're really doing good, don't relinquish your job because you want to go to America. It can be a disaster. Don't be fooled by nobody. Because some people who think they have a degree, when you go to America, you'll get a degree job. There's no office job you can get easily. Maybe Legend, my younger brother on the show, might prove me wrong. It's not easy to get it. If that was the case, our doctoral degrees holders that are running to Liberia to get a job, if that was easy to get a job in your field of study in America, a lot of people will not be running to Liberia for government job. You have to be extra lucky sometimes to get a position. And you know, when you have the higher position, these folks will fight you. Some of them literally, they will check on you every time that you're not even qualified to get a job. That's what we refer to as racism in the United States. As diverse as Legend mentioned, the challenges are still there. The racism in America is perversive. It's not a joke. I was in a little position. Many days it was tough. But you know, again, I lived among them. I fought my way through. I lived there for years. So again, Liberia needs to understand that America is not all to better life. We can do better here if we have a better leader who understands that yes, we can develop our own country. You know what can piss me off is when I'm driving. Most of the thing that people showing on the Facebook here is such standard thing people do. And you build this rule. How can you build a rule? You still being the rule at the rule spotting. They are not the rules have not been completed, but it's spoiling already. Those are substandard things. Political rules they build here in this country. Most of this thing in the country is political. And then sometimes when I sit down and say, how do we grow as a country? How can we really develop ourselves? How can we develop this country? And when our minds are stuck into what I refer to as hatred, I don't even call it politics, because politics is about policy difference. But what in this country is not policy, and it's not politics, it's hatred. Because when you have hate for somebody, no matter what you do, that country, that kind of loose society will never grow. That's why we have here. It's not politics, it's hatred. Because from what I said, politics that I know and I read about is policy different. But when Legend and I debate here today, I will tell Legend this is black, but I can make it white this way by doing so and so thing. Then Legend will come out and say, no, I can make it white by doing so and so thing. But no, not this country. The hatred is too much here. Then we call it politics or everywhere now. It's because, Junior, I travel. People don't make fun here anymore easily. It's all about politics or hatred, I would say. So yes, are we still in the colonial period? Junior, yeah, we're still there. We've been there, we're still in it. We were not, the deportation of these people to Liberia, it was not, we didn't accept it voluntarily. It was enforced on us. Legend made a good comment. Did we make a decision and say, no, even if we are saying no to that, because Donald Trump already told us that if you don't agree, what will happen? Your visa will be restricted. Your people will not come to my country. We will ship most of your people to your country. And remember, Liberia, maybe you guys didn't follow this. I was following it. So Liberia was in a yellow. They got the whole circle, orange, yellow, blue, red, green, whatever it was that Liberia was going to orange or maybe yellow. Liberia in a yellow. Then because from yellow now, maybe when you go to a red zone, it means that your visa will be restricted. So Liberia was at the border point. So the decision by accepting these deportees was not voluntarily. It was enforced on Liberia. But the only thing they could do to shape their brain a little bit worse, we'll give you guys $5 million. How much is $5 million? And how much will be for the deportees? Junior, before you even take refugee or you take deportee like this, what job do you have this country? What are they here? What are they coming to do? Are they coming to just sit down in one house every time? Or are they coming to have some opportunity to have a better life in Liberia? What are they coming to do? I don't understand this thing. So, Junior, all these things, what I can term it as flakajay stuff that happened. So that 5 million thing and all of those things they're polishing, it's just a flagajay stuff. They were forced. They didn't have their hands are tied. Nothing. We can't have nothing on our own. Everything we do is America. Even as we speak, Americans are on the ground here. The drug investigation, they are here. What will change? I don't know. So again, Liberia has a long way to go. Some of we've been around for long. Liberia has been here, and we will leave it here. But it's sad for this country, and it's very sad for Africa. But
thank you so much.
Before I give you guys a time, it's Legend Mali didn't take it. Nigeria didn't take it. They didn't take nobody. But now those people are junta government. They didn't take these deportees. Especially Burkina Faso said no. Burkina Faso were willing. Burkina Faso said, I can take African to come to my country willingly. If they want to move here, they can move here. They're their country, they're their continent. But not people, you can't force people to come here and then you say, to force them to come to me. But the country is for African. That's what Ibrahim Traoré said to Donald Trump, say this is for African. Yes, the 5 people refused to even come down from the plane. That's how shameful it was for them. He said, no, this is not my country. I'm not going to get down here. No. I don't know this place. They refused. What happened to them next? We don't know. One white guy was talking about it on Facebook today. He said the people refused, but what the Americans did with those folks now, we don't know. So that's it.
Thank you. Thank you so much. We've been here now for almost 2 hours. We have exhausted our time. We're going to be here again tomorrow. So let's go back to you, Legend. You can give us your parting comment in 3 minutes, and we go to Sam to take us home.
Beautiful conversation. Yes, I'm going to retire. Look, like I said, I think this is a tough spot to be in. If regardless whether it was the president before or the current president, I can't see any our leaders, refusing this call. We are not other countries in Africa. We are Liberia, and we know our ties with the United States. And finally, we hope we keep fighting the drug incident. And I'm gonna say thanks to both of you, and we had a beautiful show.
Thank you so much. Before we go to Sam to take us home, Rwanda in 2023 or 2022 went in an agreement with the UK to have some deportees into their country. They agree upon certain kind of money, and I think 700 million was given to the US. And only 4 deportees came. And after Keir Starmer won the prime minister election, he said, no, we cannot continue with the agreement. And I was told that the president of Rwanda took UK government to a tribunal, that they should pay back his entire money because he accepted a contract, they forfeited it, so they should pay him. And I think these are the kind of conditions we need to be putting as Africans. Legend, I agree with you that we come from a long way. We've come from a long way with the US. But how do we get past this? Monrovia gets flooded every time. Our government is not working for the people. University of Liberia, you reach there, it's terrible. It's not a learning institution. What is the US doing? Infrastructure-wise, what's going on? Can we get past this issue that, if the US cut tie with you, it means we are tied? Like Sam just said, we're in blue or yellow range, and we accepted this deal. We skyrocketed. We went on the good side of the US. If white men, who that white man can say, and I want a person, you not think the white man seeing something that you not seeing? If you think this was a normal situation, don't you think the US would have accepted these people? White male, God come first, next to God, a white man. White man say that you look at all the possibilities. White men have got everything. The man say no. The other people here, me and I want them. Let me say this somewhere. Then I want Paul Liberia. I want Bodona straight. And you know what can happen when people go somewhere for greener pasture and they're not seeing them? They end up entering the bad situation. That's where you see gangsters. That's when you see drug dealers. That's when you see armed robbers. Because these people want to make a living. But it has been a great show, Sam. Take us home, Chief. Sam, are you there?
Yes, sorry, I'm here. I was muted. I want to say many thanks to Martin Colley for his effort to fighting these cartel. It's not easy, and the cartel they don't want to be broken into pieces. People in this country, that's one thing about them. They are defending people who their name has been mentioned. The young men continue to send evidence, but they got people here defending them because the certain people make their living through other people here. You see, that's why I always say, in any country, in a society where there's no job, people embarrass themselves. Example is one like Henry Hustler Kosa, the commander of Cash App, GoFundMe, and Zelle. He has lost relevance in the society. When he posts these days, people just go after him like crazy. This guy, at some time I wonder if I was Henry Kosa, I wouldn't even be talking politics anymore. So this few days he came out. Listen, Martin is not fighting for himself. He's not fighting for his pocket. Martin is fighting for the future of this piece of land that we have. No matter whatever it is now, the young people, junior, some of them will be standing or they will just trap by themselves because of the drugs, it's killing them. You give them, they wash your car, you give them some more money, they will run to somewhere to go buy the thing, and when they take it, they will be sitting down. Sometimes they sit down on the car road, they be rolling, they don't even know whether they're on the car road. That's how crazy it is in this country. And Martin is trying hard. People who are hiding behind uniform or inside uniform, people who are pretending, Martin is trying to fight this thing, but other people here mocking at him. Listen, what I would not appreciate is for Martin to lie on other people. But if the young man say, I have evidence, let us give him the opportunity, let evaluate the evidence. If the evidence leads and if it's a sufficient evidence that we can utilize and go after the cartel and really punish those folks who are hiding or maybe pretending or who are deceptive about this thing, yes, we can go after them. But let's give the young man the opportunity. But no, they're just fighting him. You know, it's not a good thing. But again, it's Liberia. We look forward that one day, maybe somehow will not be around, but Liberia will be a better country when we shall have gotten that leader who will believe in Liberia, who will say, you know what, no matter what it is, yes, our relationship with the United States is okay, but we can be independent country where the IN will be used for a good reason, for making our own thing, for producing our own food, not depending on everything. That leader will come, Liberia will be better. But as for now, we are not independent country, we are dependent country. Let us not forget that. Or pseudo-independent. Some people say same with BMO. But listen, it is what it is because you guys don't know. I have been there. But thank you, Junior. It's good to be here.
Thank you so much for being here tonight, Sam. Thank you very much for being here. I want to say thank you to Legend and the rest of the folks too as well. Those of you who are watching us on Facebook and YouTube, I want to say thank you for also following. We're going to be back tomorrow with another brand new edition of the Heat Hour program. It has been a wonderful show here this evening. Have a pleasant good night.
Good night.